What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and welcome back to another PUBG Mobile video. We have a lot to get through in today's video. I don't want the intro to get too long, but I just want to warn you guys. For those of you that love LIVIK, understand that LIVIK, a lot of people calling it LIVIK 2.0, understand this is basically like a completely like brand new map. Every building is now unique. We don't have cut and paste like we've seen like LIVIK before. Was like some buildings of Miramar they threw in there, some Marengo buildings they threw, Vikindi, you know, you get the point. Every building is now unique. There's even like Lumberyard doesn't even exist anymore. It has a completely different name and it looks completely different. So we're gonna go through all of our favorite hot drops, you know, the more frequently, you know, visited areas of LIVIK. You know, didn't get a chance to go through like every single you know, corner of the map, but we are going to touch on some of the big, you know, some of the bigger towns. Right off the bat here in Crabgrass, you're gonna know we got picnic benches, we got yellow school buses. Again, the buildings are all unique and totally different. The play style, we're gonna check out Midstein. Midstein got a makeover, okay? I want to say, well, we'll go through it, but I'm gonna say it seems like the grass got cut. You'll probably see less snaking. You're definitely going to see less camping. Based on, well, you'll see. But the buildings are much more open. So if you're someone who likes to camp, like, I mean, like really, really passively camp, this might not be your map of choice anymore. Like, look at this rooftop. Like, before, the building that was right here, you could camp the crap out of it. But look, now it's a completely open rooftop. Like, so the fights will be much more engaging, less campy, which is what they want in a map like LIVIK. It's fast, quick pace, 15 minutes, you know, or less, you know, to complete a match. And maybe they thought the matches were going too long. I'm not 100% sure. But as you guys can see, I mean, we got mantles. I mean, we have hutches. We have wallpaper. I'll also understand I do have HDR. This isn't a smooth extreme or anything. So I don't know how many of these graphics are going to transfer over, but like everything, all the textiles, the details of these buildings are, look at this, a red barn. I just noticed that for the first time ever. We got a red barn, we got staircases, we got nightstands, we got bookcases. All right, and real quick, as you guys can see, it's perfectly centered on the minimap. I thought it'd be a great time to go ahead and pause it. Understand this yellow circle, right? As you guys can see, we're here in Crabgrass. This is something that's brand new to LIVIK, and it's called Advanced Loot Drop. So anywhere you drop on the map that has this yellow circle, there's going to be like, the loot is going to be like times 10. So it's going to be an instant hot drop. Look at these yellow school buses. You can go in these things. So like, for example, one match I loaded up, 𝓂𝓃𝓎𝓃 had this highlight. This match that we're, you know, currently in, it's highlighted in Crabgrass. So, and there's only one of them, you know, per match, but it's nice because it kind of gives a reason, because a lot of people, I feel like, get stuck, you know, always dropping the same places, right? At least this will kind of create a point of interest, a reason for people to go. Like, there's towns like Iceborg, for example. If they put like the advanced loot drop in a place like Iceborg, where, you know, most people don't ever go, it's going to make it a place that was unknown turn into a point of interest, which I really, really enjoy that. So as you guys can see, believe it or not, like, where are we right now? You probably didn't guess it. That's because it's completely different. This is Midstein. Midstein got a makeover. Bro, like, nothing is the same. You know, when I first hopped into the beta and I was like, okay, LIVIK 2.0, I thought I was gonna have to like really search and look like for some change. Like, oh, look, you know, I found this little rock that wasn't here before. Everything is different. This is Midstein. Like, that is crazy. So we're gonna check out this building, this huge building, and I'm gonna show you guys how crazy this thing is in a second. Okay, so here's an example. Oh no, this is the same. Is this the same one? No, see, Crabgrass is highlighted again, but we're dropping Midstein this match. So I've seen Crabgrass twice, and 𝓂𝓃𝓎𝓃 was where that yellow circle was. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys kind of like a bird's eye view. This is a different game, or different match. Just a little bird's eye view of Midstein. There's way less buildings. than there was before. That green building behind us, which we're going to take a close look at, this one, look at this building, dude. Here is where everyone's going to go, here and here. But yeah, please believe this is going to be the new hot drop, the new boot camp of, look at this thing. But wait, there's more. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to the rooftop. So there's kind of like two rooftops. As we climb through the window, we're gonna go up the stairs, right? And here's our little balcony. You know, throwing nades from here to these other buildings. They're within reach, right? But you're kind of exposed at the same time. Aha, here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and get on the rooftop, right? So one thing that happened a lot in Midstein is there was always a lot of third parties, right? There'd be teams fighting at Midstein, but then you'd always get people from back here that would be firing in. And then you would also get people over here in this compound over here to the left and over here as well that'd be firing from these hills. Bro, if you get on this rooftop and you get fully looted, look at the vantage point and the advantage that you'll have on this rooftop. Like, it's pretty nuts. I mean, here you're obviously exposed, but if you get in to that little nook that we were in, and there's kind of one on each side. Look, what a perfect example. All right, again, it's beta, they're bots, right? Okay, we get it. So yeah, there's kind of like a nook on either side. Oops. On either side, it's like a little pocket where you're basically completely secured from that location. So this right here is where I dropped, and believe it or not, this is lumberyard, but it's not even called lumberyard, and there's no lumber. Like, it's completely changed. So what was the name of it? I think I pull up the mini map. It has like some like crazy name. So it's 100%. It's unrecognizable. This place. I mean, again, it's like warehouses, what they call it. I think it starts with an L, and then you have like these semi trucks like backed in, like it's like a loading dock, right? So again, the fights will be very, very unique here, and just as always, LIVIK's loot is always second to none. It's one of the, I mean, I would say it's the most condensed. Again, this is where lumberyard was. I guess I don't pull it up. It started with Logistica or something. It was like some weird name. Here's like a little like office, right? We're also going to check out the brand new vehicle, and we don't get the full feel of it. Again, just to remind you, it is beta, but here's a look at it. So like the audio's like bugged. There's just no audio at all. I mean, you can hear like the tires and the screeching and things like that, but there's no engine sounds, which is kind of unfortunate. So I have no idea. And I drove these in 2 different games, so it's just bugged, you know, because it's beta. So I'm curious what it's going to sound like. Is it going to sound like the buggy? I don't think so. One thing that wasn't super changed was power plant. Another very a hot drop. I mean, next to Midstein, this might be the hottest drop, or it can be. So the majority of it, I'd say it's about 80% the same. But where people would camp a lot, can't anymore. And again, this is what I love about the new LIVIK. This area right here was super camp. You had like all the ramps, all the crates all over the place. There was different, different platforms. Look how much more open this area is. So it's kind of like you'll have a squad in this building, you'll have a squad in that building, kind of fighting it out until you can, you know, be safe to push. But here's a quick look at Bloomster. Another kind of more or less kind of popular. I didn't go inside this building, but this is very unique. We have a little, again, a little red barn. But if you look, every single building for the most part, these could be the same, but there was more like 4 and I think 5 stacks in Bloomster before. There's not as many. I probably should have gone inside that green building, but that's okay. We have one more little area I want to show you guys, which is this right here. This little ramp, right, that connects and we got the chicken out randomly. I guess they died to the zone. But this little ramp, which is pretty cool. I mean, you'd be shocked at how many zones kind of end in this area. But other than swimming, there wasn't really a way to get across. Until now, there's a huge ramp that leads from the mainland over to the island. So I'm really curious, you know, what you guys think of the new LIVIK. I got a kick out of that when this happened. So I'm really curious, what is your guys' thoughts and feelings? We'll just let this kind of play through as we're kind of, you know, ending the video. What are your guys' thoughts and feelings on the new LIVIK? I mean, again, once you play it, I'm telling you, it doesn't even feel, I mean, yeah, it does feel like LIVIK, but it's completely new. And the biggest thing I want to touch on, again, before we end the video, is this makes me want more. And I mean, at this point, like, I really feel like those other maps, like Sonok, like Miramar, Vikindi, I really feel like not only would completely updating like just like they've done to LIVIK, I feel like them updating those maps would not only bring old players back, but would really invigorate and kind of rejuvenate the current player base. And I think a lot of people would be very, very excited about it. But my opinions are, I absolutely love it. So I know, for those of you guys that made it to the end, my opinion is I love, it's such a fresh feel to the new map. It feels amazing, and I think it's going to have even more playtime than it already has. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But until the very next one, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.